Okay, so there's a move you can make in a salary negotiation even after recruiter says, this is our absolutely best. We genuinely cannot go higher. And that one move can put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket for the next 4 years. And here's the thing, nobody is going to tell you this one. The recruiters won't because it costs their company money. The hiring managers can't because they're not even in the comp conversation. And your friends inside the big tech mostly don't even know this because they accepted their first offer and never even tried. I'm Vinay Bansal, a senior engineering manager at top tech companies for over 8 years, and I sat on the offer side of the table. So let me show you the 3 things most people get wrong in a big tech negotiation, and that one move at the end almost nobody knows. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that by the time the offer letter lands in your inbox, half the negotiation is already over, and you probably lost ground without even realizing it. Think back to those early recruiter calls. At some point, they asked 2 questions. What's your current compensation and what are you looking for? Those feel like friendly small talk, but they are not. They're a negotiation itself. Whatever you say there goes straight into the recruiter's internal notes. And that note becomes a starting point for what offer team actually approves. So if you anchor low, your offer gets built low. And then you're fighting uphill to move a number you set yourself. Here's how to handle it. When they ask what you currently make, you don't give them a single number. You can say you would rather not anchor on your current comp because you're focused on the scope of this role and the market rate for it. And when they ask what you are looking for, don't name your floor. Name a strong research range and say it depends on the overall package. You're not trying to lock a number in on that call. You're trying to keep the ceiling high so the offer has room to actually be good. Okay, so the next one is the biggest, and it's the one almost everyone walks straight past. The single largest number in your offer is not a number you'll ever see written down as negotiable. It's your level. See, every level at a big tech company has its own compensation band. If you negotiate hard inside your level, you might move things by $10,000. But if you get placed one level higher, it can be $50,000 to $150,000 more a year. And it keeps paying you because every raise, every promotion after that starts from a higher base. Your level gets decided early, mostly from how your interviews are read and the case your hiring manager makes internally. And that case can be influenced. So here's the honest test. Have you already been doing the work of the next level up? And can you point to the specific evidence of it? If yes, then say so directly. Don't ask for more money. Ask them to take another look at your leveling and walk them through the scope you have already been operating at. One word of caution though. Don't push for a level you can't actually perform at. Landing at the bottom of a band that's too high for you means you struggle in the calibration and promotion for years. Get leveled right, not just leveled high. Now here's something recruiters know that you usually don't know. The different parts of your offer letter do not bend the same way. Some are nearly frozen and some have real room. And they are quietly counting on you not knowing the difference. Your base salary is the least flexible piece. It's tied to bands and internal fairness, and moving it needs the most approvals. So pushing hard there often gets you the least. Your sign-on bonus is the most flexible. It's a one-time cost. It usually comes from a separate budget, and a recruiter can get it approved much more easily. Equity sits in the middle. It depends on the grant range for your level. So it's worth asking about both the initial grant and what the refreshers usually look like. And then there's leverage. The only thing that reliably moves a recruiter is a real, written, comparable, competing offer. Not I'm interviewing around, an actual document. If you have one, share it professionally and pair it with a clear close. Something like, if you can match this, I'm ready to sign today. That sentence helps recruiters too because now they can go fight for you with a guaranteed yes attached. So before your next offer call, Take 5-10 minutes and write down 4 things: your target number, your real floor, your leveling case, and your actual leverage. That's the whole difference between people who negotiate well and people who just wing it. Okay, so here's the one I promised you at the start. The recruiter just told you the offer is final. They genuinely cannot go higher, and let's say you believe them. There's still one move left. And the best part is, it doesn't ask for a single dollar more in year 1. Here's how it works. When a recruiter builds your offer, the headline number they care about defending is your year 1 total compensation. That's your base plus your sign-on bonus plus the stock that vests in year 1. And here's the key detail. They only count the first year of the stock grant in that number. So here's the move. You ask them to rebalance. You say, reduce my sign-on bonus by 20,000 and add the equivalent to my stock grant instead. Watch what happens. If your stock vests evenly, year 1 is only 25% of the grant. So to put 20,000 of stocks in year 1, they have to add roughly 80,000 to your total grant. Your year 1 comms looks exactly the same, which is the number they were defending. But the other 60,000 vests across year 2, 3 and 4. You just created a one-time payment for 3 extra years of equity. One caveat on this one. This only makes sense if you're fairly confident you'll stay long enough to vest it and you don't need that cash right now. And it works best right at the end after they've held firm, because you're not asking for more, you're just asking them to restructure what's already there. Now before we wrap up, one honest thing. The gap between someone who walks away with a strong offer and someone who leaves $100,000 on the table usually isn't talent. It isn't even nerve. It's information. It's simply knowing how the machine works. And that's hard to get on your own, because the people who know it are sitting on the other side of the table. So if you've got an offer coming up, this is exactly what we do at BeTopTen.com. You can book a session with experienced industry leaders, people who have actually run these negotiations from the inside, and walk into your conversation with a real plan instead of a number you're just hoping sticks. So here's what I want you to walk away with. Negotiating at big tech isn't about being aggressive, and it isn't about being difficult. It's about understanding the system and playing it well. The strongest offers don't go to the loudest people in the room. They go to the most informed. And now that's you. Hope this video helped you. See you in the next one. Thank you very much.